doing something just a little different this morning. I don't know if y'all can see it, I got the Raven crossbow up in one of these blinds. It's just getting daylight, pretty cold this morning, and I got a deer out in front of me, so I'm gonna finish getting ready. I ain't even got any windows open yet. Frosty this morning too. This morning is about, I think it's about 29 when I got in here this morning. Deer movement is slow. I saw 2 more across a while ago, but I couldn't get the camera on them. Doing some cold weather clothing testing this morning. I'm fixing to ease out of here. I get back to the truck. I'll show y'all what I'm testing. Packed up to leave. Already got my backpack and all on, and 5 just crossed on that lane. They didn't stay long. And deer liable to start moving. I got some stuff I need to do. What are you doing? Alright, so we ended up having a pretty, try to set y'all up, pretty fair hunt this morning. Ended up seeing about 8 before it was all over with. No horns, does and little ones, but it'll happen. Still cool. Like I said, when I come out of the truck this morning, it was about 29. So my plan for this morning was testing some of my cold weather gear and trying to figure out, it's not as bad. It's cold in them shooting houses, but it's not like hanging on the side of the tree. And every once in a while I have a heater going in there. But anyway, I was trying to work on this deal where, like if I'm in one of my hang-on stands or climbers, to stay pretty warm. My feet and hands freeze to death more than they used to. So, first thing, I don't wear these a lot. Last year I got these mittens. Most of the time I'm just got a pair of some type of gloves on, these little brown mules I call them, and I got some little thin wool gloves. And I found if I keep the hot hands going, keep my hands in my pockets, most of the time I'm pretty good. But like walking in or walking out, these are, I think these are made by First Light down mittens, and they do pretty doggone good. If you walking in, riding a 4-wheeler in, riding a Ranger, whatever, kind of, once you get cold, it's hard to warm up. So I used them, played with them some this morning. I'm gonna try to show y'all my boots if I can pick. I showed them in the stand. Y'all see them, maybe. They're a pair of lightweight, uninsulated, I think they're maybe 8-inch crispy boots. I got them for turkey season, and I wore them every day of turkey season unless I needed a knee boot. I got tired of wearing these rubber boots, but anyway, so the one thing that I got to noticing, I'd put them on way before daylight and I'd just wear them all day. They're so comfortable. And I wear smart wool socks every day, 99% of the time. I done got chilled here, I took my clothes off. But I wear smart wool socks because they wick the sweat off and all, but still, in a pair of normal boots, at the end of the day my feet be wet and I'd need to be changing socks through the day, and I don't. But one thing I noticed with these Crispies is they breathe so good. They got Gore-Tex in, they're waterproof. They breathe so good. At the end of the day, my foot would pretty much be dry. So I got thinking this morning, I hate wearing heavy boots. It doesn't help my walking, doesn't help my back. So what I decided to do today, I showed y'all these last year. My baby blues, I call them. These are down over boot. They call them over boots, I think, but I think these are made by Western Mountaineer. Little logo there. But I was in a hurry to get some last year. They got a pretty good sole on them too. You can walk on rocks and stuff. Oh, I'm sure you'd tear it up if you did a lot. But anyway, I found them on Amazon, I think, last year. I can't remember how much they were. But anyway, I'll show you my other down clothes in a minute, and I done kind of got hooked on this down. So I ordered them with full intentions of going over my boots. And they just won't do right. They got a little elastic in there that fits around your ankle and all. So I got to thinking last night, so I tell you what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm gonna sit in one of them blinds and test this stuff, and it was gonna be cold. So I wore my crispy uninsulated in there. I've never done this before. I always got an insulated boot on when it's cold. I said, I'm gonna do my best to get to that stand when I get there and my feet be dry, not sweating. Got there. Feet not sweating. I don't know, I'd walk pretty good piece. But anyway, as soon as I got there, I took them off, slipped these on. I was gonna carry a dry pair of socks, and I said, well, good as these Crispies are about breathing, I won't need any socks. Maybe if I go this evening, I might swap socks. But anyway, so I took my boots off as soon as I got there and slipped my feet in them. Perfect stayed. The only thing I think I might add, let's just say it stayed in the 20s or 30 all day, you could slip a set of hot hands down in this, then you'd be good. And I think I can get up in my hang-on stand or my climber, slip these little Crispy boots, come off and on so easy, slip them off, hang them on the side of the stand or whatever, slip these on, because I'm gonna be sitting most all the time anyway. And like I said, that sole's good enough if you needed to stand up. And baby blue's kind of cute anyway too. So that's got my feet covered. I mean, that's gonna be good. That worked. And the hot hands, of course, I can't shoot or anything with these on, but walking in, walking out, four-wheeler, range or whatever, them will work, and they'll slip right over. As long as I got on something like this and them hot hands, pretty good. I wouldn't wear anything at all, but when I come out to film and stuff, it don't take long. Sometimes my hands get cold. So that works. And I just got a pair of, my nose runs cold. I got a pair of thin long johns on, just a decent pair of pants, long sleeve, like a thin long john shirt, and a flannel and this vest. I'm pretty light. Real light. And I've got the one thing I like about this down, it's very packable and it's light. Don't take up any room. I got some super warm clothes. They just bulky to tote in. And I think the worst thing you can do is walk in with all your clothes on and get all hot and sweaty and then you're cold. So I just go in with what I got on and add. But these are my down pants. These are KUIU Super Down, I think is what they're called. But they got full length zippers and they Velcro on the waist. I usually just have to undo one side, slip them on, zip them up. Goes over. They're a little noisy. I've got another pair of KUIU pants that are quieter, but they're not quite as warm as them. If I was worried about making noise in the stand, bow hunting or something, but I think I'd be okay with this on my legs. I'll show you what I fixed for my for my waist up. But them right there are super warm, and all I'd need to do if it got any colder was add a layer or a thicker layer on the bottom, and that'd be good to go there. So there's my down pants. Of course, I always got to wear a boggin. See PJ rambling. I'm always gonna wear a boggin. When it gets down below about 50, I'm gonna put one on for my bald head. But anyway, so here's the down jacket. I'm talking about light. You can actually fold them pants up and put them in one pocket in your pants, or a little vest pocket, and the coat in the other. But you slip this thing on, and I didn't put this on this morning. I had this Carhartt down type vest on, and my core was pretty good. But if it got any colder, or if I was out in the wind blowing or whatever, so here's my plan here. This thing right here, it's like slipping inside of a sleeping bag. And I got this thing where it fit. I didn't want to get it too big. So it fits pretty good. And I was at the co-op the other day, and they had, this is a real light flannel, light fleece lined Carhartt shirt slash jacket or something. And I wanted something thin and light, and I like a hood now. I just like when wind's blowing down the back of my neck or whatever. I like one, and I kind of like a hood to come over like this if I'm sitting in the woods. It kind of shades my face and my glasses, no glare. But so the downside to downing is it is a little noisy. So if I was bow hunting, so I'm plenty warm right here with this on. If I was sitting in the shooting house, about all I do. But being in a climb or a hang-on, and I hadn't even tried this yet, but I know it's gonna work. So get that on top of it, or any kind of quiet jacket. And I didn't want nothing thick because I'm already warm. This is just pretty much silencer. I can hear a little bit, but a deer ain't gonna hear it. So that right there is gonna be the ticket. I'm talking about toasty warm right there. And I like this hood. My favorite Kuiu jacket, the zipper busted out on it yesterday. I wear it every day when it gets cold, so I gotta send it back. But I like this hood. It kind of comes around and almost shades you. And I like a big hood. I don't like a tight hood like on a hoodie. I like these big tight. That's what I liked about that jacket, that the zipper busted on me. It got a big hood and you can almost turn your head inside the hood. But that right there, by the time I buckle it up, it just kind of shades you just a little bit, because a lot of times I wear a ball cap, put my boggin on top of it, but I kind of like it just like this. But that right there is going to be the ticket. I had never been able to find a pair of boots that kept my feet warm like I want to. The best I've ever found, and I get tired of wearing them, is them. I got some pack boots, and they're heavy, sneeze, whatever you call them. And then I got some lacrosse 1600s, I think. And they're warm, but they're just big and bulky, and I just get tired of wearing that. I did order me a pair of Danners 1200s or whatever, a lace-up type boot. I ordered them yesterday. I want to try them just to see. They'll probably be pretty good till you get down in these 20s, and then I want to put my little blue booties on. But all in all, I think that little system there is going to work. Trying to think what else. One thing about those rubber boots, me and Brian both talked about it. He ran into it last year on these Lone Wolf custom sticks we got that cable aider. And if you got a thin sole boot on, boy, it will tear your foot up. So I think he messed around and got him some kind of harder soled boots. And like I have, I got a little pair of lightweight Danners and these Crispies, and you can just climb. That's kind of more what they're got a hard sole on it and kind of work better. But that's some pretty good cold weather gear. The down stuff is just gonna, I had never fooled with down, shoot, hardly ever, to the last 2 or 3 years, and it is just, I mean, this thing, I'm starting to get warm, hot, sitting in here in this jacket. It's like putting a sleeping bag on, and I thought about doing that, but I sure like this thing, though. It's pretty doggone good. Gotta stay as comfortable as possible. All right, I was putting my stuff up. I keep my down and stuff in a little backpack here in the back seat. But I meant to show you, I forgot I had these. I got these a couple of years ago too, and they do pretty good. And I should have got a bigger size. These are made by Arctic Shield. They are really made to go over your boots, got a zip in the back. But what I found is I should have got, these say like size 10 to 11. I should have got about 2 sizes bigger, because you can do it, but boy, you have a hard time when you stick your foot in here. The front of your boot here hits, and it's hard to get in there deep enough to zip. But if you was worried about and didn't want them baby blues like I got, them would do good in the stand too. And they got a really good sole on them. So we got options. We're gonna do our best to stay comfortable and stay in the woods. All right, y'all, let's get to today's Bible verse, still on the word power. I'm gonna do Ephesians chapter 2, verse 1 and 2. And you were dead in your trespasses and sins, in which you formerly walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, of the spirit that is now working in the sons of disobedience. Y'all, pretty good day today. Saw quite a few deer this morning. Still no horns. Them old bucks dodging us, ain't they? Went over my cold weather gear. I think we always tuned in on that, but I think we got a good start on that. Got us a stand hung for in the morning. Got it hung this afternoon, so kind of a little after midday. But maybe we'll get into some action in the morning. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Out here.